Hi, class. Um, so today I'm going to be discussing a technique called the Emotional Freedom Technique, also known as EFT. Um, EFT is known as a tapping technique uh, that can be used to help heal physical and emotional pain. The idea behind it is that there are emotional issues that need to be addressed in order to heal our pain. Um, The pain could be physical um, or emotional. Um, the EFT is based on the Chinese meridian system. You may have heard of the meridian system um, being used in treatments such as acupuncture and acupressure. Um, those are used for physical issues. EFT is similar to acupuncture, but instead of using needles, it uses tapping and focuses on underlying emotional issues. It so it's very easy to use. It is very portable. Any client can learn um, this procedure and use it whenever they want. Um, It basically requires the clients to tap on certain points of their body. These points are the meridian points. By tapping on these meridian points, it helps clear out emotional blockages within the body and helps balance out the energy. Um, and this leads to healing physical and emotional pain. This tapping, uh, like I said, changes the flow of energy within our body. The theory of this method is that when when we recall a traumatic event, uh, it changes the energy within our body, um, which which leads to a negative emotion. So the idea is when we recall a memory that is painful, um, that there is a gap between the painful memory and the negative emotion, that between in that gap is when the energy changes, and the change in the energy um, leads to that negative emotion that we are feeling, such as fear, anxiety, depression, many other uh, emotions. Um, so by recalling this memory, the idea is that by recalling this memory while we are tapping on the meridian points, we are changing the flow of energy within our body. And if we are by doing that, we are actually changing our reaction to that memory. So during my demonstration, I will show you the points that that need to tap on. Um, but before we begin tapping, um, I want you to focus on something that's troubling you. It could be, you know, a physical pain. It could be, uh, something that happened today. Memory of maybe you got into a fight with your boyfriend, girlfriend. Um, maybe something bad at work happened. Just focus on that and try, and then after focusing on that, I want you to rate the intensity you feel uh, from that memory, from on a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being the lowest intense intensity you feel like barely, you don't feel any intensity at all, and 10 being the highest amount of intensity. And after each round of tapping, the idea is you would go back and rate your intensity level. So you might be at 10, and then maybe after one round of tapping, you'll be down to maybe an 8 or a 7, depending on how intense this memory is, or this pain that you're having is. So one more part to this is that after you come up with that memory, whatever it is, whatever is affecting you, you will come up with a word or a short statement that you will repeat while you tap on these points in your body. And that's it. So I'm going to demonstrate for you, and I want you to all, go along with me in this if you wish. So I have a really bad toothache right now. I have to get a root canal on Friday. So that's what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to focus on that. I'm focusing more on the physical pain. So I mean, there is also, some emotional pain there too. Like saying, I don't like the dentist. I'm scared of getting a root canal. I've had a root canal before. It's not a great experience. So there's also like that emotion underlying that pain. So I'm going to start. So I've already picked out my issue, which is tooth pain. And so I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, my tooth pain right now is about an 8. It's pretty high. So the idea behind this is that after every round of tapping, this tooth pain will drop. And I've used it a few times already, and it does seem to help. So let me start. All right, so my tooth pain's about an 8. So I'm going to tap on the first point. My first point you tap on, I don't know if you can see it. Right, there we go. There we go. It is right here. So you tap on here. You can just use 2 fingers, or you can use 3. It doesn't really matter. So you just kind of hold it in a karate chop position, your hand. Doesn't matter, if you're right-handed, left-handed, whatever. You can use either hand. You can, whatever works for you. So you tap on here, and I'm going to say my tooth hurts. My tooth hurts. And I'm going to tap on there. That's my first point, my first meridian point. And then you go to your eyebrow, which is your second one. You go to the edge right here. And I just tap that while I say, my tooth hurts. And then the next area is your temple. I'll tap on there. My tooth hurts. My tooth hurts. Now, the next point is underneath my eye. Right. It's hard because it's reversed. Underneath my eye right here. So you tap here. I keep saying my statement. My tooth hurts. My tooth hurts. My next point is underneath my nose. My tooth hurts. My tooth hurts. Next is right underneath my mouth. Right on the cleft right here in my chin. My tooth hurts. My tooth hurts. And now you use both hands on your chest, in this area right here. My tooth hurts. My tooth hurts. And then the next point is underneath your armpit. My tooth hurts. My tooth hurts. And then the final point is the top of your head. My tooth hurts. My tooth hurts. And that's really it. I'll do it one more time now, without uh, you know, without talking about the points. So I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna change it now. I'll say, um, yeah, I have a lot. I was at work today, and I'm really uh, stressed out because I had to meet a deadline, and there was a lot of uh, my boss is really pressuring me to get this done today. So there's still a lot of stress from that still. So I'm going to use this to kind of, reduce that intensity. So I'll tap here first. A lot of pressure from boss today. A lot of pressure from the boss today. Now I go here, and I'll go. A lot of pressure from the boss today. A lot of pressure from the boss today. And you can change your statement too, if as long as the result, right here. A lot of pressure from the boss today. I had a lot of work to be done today. A lot of work to be done today. I barely made the deadline. I barely made the deadline. A lot of pressure from the boss today. A lot of pressure from the boss to finish my work. A lot of pressure from the boss to finish my work today. A lot of pressure from the boss to finish my work today. A lot of pressure from the boss to finish my work today. A lot of pressure from the boss to finish my work today. And a lot of pressure from my boss to finish my work today. And then after that, after that, you're supposed to, gauge on a scale of 1 to 10 your intensity. I'd say, my intensity went from a 6 to a 3. And that's really the technique in a nutshell. There's more advanced techniques, but they all use the same basic procedure. They all require the tapping those certain points, and saying a phrase. That's really it. I mean, if you want to get more tense with that, you could look at the underlying issue. So, for example, my fear of my stress at work today. My fear could have been I might get fired, or my boss is going to demote me, or something like that. So you can look at those underlying issues, and maybe that would create more intensity for you. So whatever gives the most intense reaction, you want to tap to that. So I really hope you enjoyed my presentation, and I hope it helped.